Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Leod, and today I'm working on a new panel. Well, new to me. It's a 10 by 10 inch MDF canvas panel. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's my first try on this particular brand, so I'm still figuring it out. I'll probably do a full review in the future, but I want to try a few more pieces before giving you the full verdict. What I can say is, this surface is super absorbent. Like paint vanishingly absorbent. I'm used to smoother panels where the paint goes a long way, so this was definitely a bit of a struggle. But hey, that's for the review to come. Let's talk about the painting. Now I kind of shot myself in the foot with this one. When I'm choosing a reference photo, I look for certain things like lighting, composition, mood, structure, all the stuff that helps set me up for a successful painting. But the tricky thing is, I don't have an actual checklist. It would probably help, but honestly, my focus changes over time, and I'm not sure if it's possible. One day, I'm all about dramatic lighting, the next, I'm hyper-focused on form, or something else, whatever it may be. And that means sometimes I overlook big problems in a reference until I'm already halfway into a painting. And let me tell you, realizing midway through that something isn't working, it's rough. There have even been times I had to abandon a painting because I hit a wall I just couldn't push past. And 9 times out of 10, the issue was sitting right there in the reference from the start. I just didn't see it. That doesn't happen as much anymore, thankfully. It's a skill I've developed over time, and honestly, it was a huge focus in Chelsea Lang's boot camp. My eyes are sharper now, metaphorically speaking, of course, because I just got glasses, so I see the problems coming in advance and pick better reference. And my painting chops are stronger, so those insurmountable problems usually just become, well, really annoying. Which brings me back to this painting, and the pain in the butt that is foliage. You'd think one glance at the reference would have told me this is going to be a headache. But nope, my brain saw the lovely composition and conveniently ignored the leafy chaos. Next thing I know, I'm spending hours just painting leaves. Of course, I cheated them as much as I could, but still, thanks a lot, stupid brain. Besides the leaves, the other main challenges came from the surface itself. The texture was rough, and a lot of the small details were just hard to wrangle, which is a common problem when working on rough surfaces. That's why those cheap canvas panels that most artists start out with are really difficult for detailed work, especially when they're small, because the surface doesn't change regardless of if it's a large canvas or a small canvas. And when it's so rough, it can be very frustrating. And one of the frustrations I see a lot of new artists run into. However, despite all the struggles, I really love this image. The crop works so well. There's something about how her arms and shoulders echo the shape of the square canvas. It's super satisfying. And I love painting backs. There's so much anatomy and emotions to explore, especially when the pose is expressive like this one. Her hair was fun too, and the overall composition just had this quiet, thoughtful mood that really pulled me in. Towards the end, you'll notice I added some more abstract elements. Originally, I had one that stuck around all the way through, but it started to feel out of place on its own, so I had to make a call. Take it out or build around it. I chose to lean into it and use those elements to build depth. On the right side, I pulled some green into her shoulder to really push that overlapping foliage forward. On the left, where the tree and leaves are further back, I pulled her hair color over the top to nudge those shapes into the background. It was a bit of a balancing act, but I think it works. And that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the journey, foliage frustrations and all. This piece is available on my website as part of my daily painting series. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, and drop a comment, or even just an emoji. It helps so much with engagement. Links to my Discord and socials are also below if you want to hang out more. Have an amazing week, and as always, happy painting.